I'm Jeff Ash from Curated JDM, and this is my new EG4 Civic hatch. So I've had a lot of Japanese cars over the years, and one thing that I have never had, well, I've had one, but it was a pile of shit that wasn't running. I've never had an EG Civic. I very nearly had one as my first car, but way back when I first got my license, they were pretty much new and they were too expensive. I did, however, want a VTIR very badly. My first memories of seeing an EG in the flesh were I was at a track day, and there was a plumber or an electrician that had one as his work car, and it kicked my ass. I had a 205 GTI Peugeot 1.9 at the time. And all it had in it was some shocks and sway bars and basically decent tyres, but just drove around the outside of me. So this EG came to me, a mate of mine had been telling me for a couple of years that his friend had one of those rice burners that I like, and he was thinking of getting rid of it, and would I be interested? And you know how those conversations go. It's like, yeah, probably. So come to last week, I finally get some pictures, and it was an EG. So the car is two owner. Its original owner was a little old lady who had it, I think, for about 5 years, and then the family that I bought it off her, and they were kind of sad to see it go. They've got a Tesla Model 3, and unfortunately this EG has lived outside for the majority of its life, so whilst it is fairly straight, the paint is pretty terrible, and there has been some weathering of the car generally. So one really cool thing is it's still got its original number plates. That just shows that in my book that a car's been looked after, that it hasn't been, sitting around unlicensed for any length of time. Few hail dents. We had a big hailstorm back in 2010 in Perth, and this thing copped a few dents. But again, compared to most EGs, it's pretty good. We've got the old 14s and hubcaps. I already have a plan for those steelies on another Honda I have. Now this is odd. I've never actually seen an EG rust in the bottom of the doors like this. However, this is my first one, so it might be a common thing. Panel gaps. Look at that. Amazing panel gaps. The filler panel on top of the door is a bit sad, and I don't know how much of this stuff is still available new from Honda. Hopefully that is. A little bit of rust in the rear arch. It doesn't appear. It just feels like it's got all crud on top of it. So yeah, a little bit down there. There is a pin dent on the rear quarter, just there, and that looks like the start of a bit of rust as well. Again, chalky. Got the remnants of the Honda North sticker. I have to see if I can get a new one of those. That'd be pretty cool. We've got some bunky tint. Always nice to get the old purple tint that looks like it should be on an old panel van. And yeah, it's just a bit sad. So inside, it is incredible. So God bless the person at the Toyota dealership who upsold the old lady on the dash mat, because look at that beautiful uncracked EG dash. And it had seat covers on. Sheepskin seat covers are just the rankest thing ever. Just horrible. But they do a really great job of protecting the seats. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is probably going to get Recaros, so it's not a huge deal. Now, this car has come with, it's got an aftermarket CD deck in it. Check that out. Owner's manual. And a ton of history. So the guy that I bought it off, look at that. Look at all that. I mean, there's just years and years of history. The guy I bought it off actually took note of every tank of petrol that he put in the car and the kilometres that it travelled, and he had this little book that it was in, and he actually asked if he could keep it. So I thought that was pretty cute. Just amazing. In terms of my plans for the car, it's great that it's an EG4 because it's injected. So should I wish to do anything engine wise, then there it is. Look at that. That is a D15 of some description. Yeah, so should I wish to do some sort of engine swap or conversion, then that just makes it so much easier. It actually goes all right though. I was quite surprised at how well this car goes. So now for the moment of truth. This is hilarious. Check this out. Yes. And it's warm, so don't crucify me. Check that out. It has a huge hole in the exhaust. I was driving it home last night and I'm like, oh my God, has this thing got a catback or something on it? But no, it's just an old school hole in the exhaust. I'll turn it off because it's actually really loud. It's quite unpleasant. So in terms of what I'm going to do with the car, I've got a set of racing Sparcos in white that I had on my CRX Del Sol. Probably just going to put some teens or conies in it. Maybe a spoon rear wing. And that's about it. And just dump it and enjoy driving it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next part in our series when I'll show you what's been done to the Civic. Thanks very much.